Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're having a fabulous morning so far. And we're going to hop right in and get started with our calendar and weather. More to say. I'm telling you something. It is about days and times. So today, turn the page, is Thursday. It's Thursday. Turn the page. We want months. And it is currently still July. And it is July 16th. So it is Thursday, July 16th. We are going to talk about weather as well. So, according to our handy dandy watch, the temperature is currently 75 degrees out with a high of 80. So again, it's going to be, I think 75 is still warm, but that's just me personally. But most people would say that's hot. And this morning, by my house, we had some rain, which our grass really needed it, so I was happy there was a little bit of rain. But right now, it's just cloudy outside. It looks like the sun is trying to peek through, but there are lots of clouds. So I don't know if we're really going to see the sun today. And I'm also okay with it not raining anymore because I did want to get outside today a little bit and do some stuff. But I can't really tell by what the sky is saying right now what it's going to do. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens today. Yeah, that's our calendar and weather for today. Today's Thursday, so it is the last day of the week for us for school. So there'll be no posts tomorrow or Monday, and we'll be back on Tuesday. So just a reminder of our schedule. And then today, there will be 3 posts. Sorry, guys. 3 posts from me today. First, I posted a science lesson that Miss Tammy made about fireflies, or lightning bugs, as I like to call them, which I thought was super cool because it's my favorite bug, so just a little bias. So I shared that with you guys. There's a video in there, so make sure you click View Original so you can play the video. And then I also included, because it's currently not raining, a little bug scavenger hunt that I thought would be super fun for you guys to get outside because it's not as warm today and it's a little bit cloudier, so not as much sun. To try and go find some bugs. I know we'll definitely see some worms today, but I've seen some butterflies. There's actually a butterfly that flew into my garage the other day, and I thought it was kind of cool. I actually found a ladybug in my car yesterday as well, which is not weird because I do not have a top or doors on my car, so the ladybug just kind of flew in, which understandable. So if you guys do go on that scavenger hunt, I'd love to see some pictures or videos of you guys looking for the bugs or finding the bugs. So yeah, share those with me. I just love to see what you guys are up to and how you guys are doing because I miss you all so much. And yeah, and keep working on your goals. So you can always, if you see something, hey, is that a butterfly? And then you have the yes or no icons and look at your yes or no icons or just things like that. Or, hey, are you ready to go on the scavenger hunt? Yes or no? Because we need to share our opinions. Hey, no, I need 5 more minutes. I'm not ready to go just yet. Or if you've been outside for a little bit, hey, are you all done with the scavenger hunt? Yes or no? Or do you want to do more scavenger hunt? Or are you all done? And then they can choose more or all done. So just those little ways to keep working on goals, plus also keeping in mind your own opinion about what you want to do and if you're ready for stuff, because that's always important to have your own opinion. And then there's going to be this video as well, which I now have to upload through YouTube, so that's why it takes me just a little bit longer than just it did before, because Seesaw cut our time frame down to 5 minutes rather than 10. So, yeah, it's either I don't talk as much or I just take a little bit longer to upload it. So I chose to just do a little bit longer to upload. But heads up, come September, we are going to be switching. Sorry, I have hair everywhere. We are going to be switching from Seesaw to Google Classrooms. So I'm going to start playing around with that and figuring out how to best work Google Classrooms to keep our, I guess, layout similar so it's not as big of a transition for you guys. I'm going to try and keep everything very similar so it's not too overwhelming or too much work. But I just want to give you guys that heads up that as a school, everyone is switching to Google Classrooms. So it's not just me personally, but it's everyone all teachers, all classrooms are switching. So that will be happening in September. So until then, you're on Seesaw, but come September, we will be switching. And I will hopefully get that up and running soon. So that way I have time to play around with it and figure it out and make it easy as possible for all of you. And then last, but certainly not least, we got some more wonder. So it's our story time. Okay. Switching tables. The next day at lunch, stupid me, I sat down at a table with Tristan, Nino, and Pablo. I thought maybe they were safe because they weren't really considered popular, but they weren't out there playing D&D at recess either. They were sort of in-betweeners. And at first, I thought I scored because they were basically too nice to acknowledge my presence when I walked over to the table. They all said hey, and I thought I could, though I could tell they looked at each other. And then the same thing happened yesterday. Our lunch table was called, they got their food, and then headed to a new table on the other side of the cafeteria. Unfortunately, Miss G, who was the lunch teacher that day, saw this happen and chased after them. That's not allowed, boys, she scolded them loudly. This is not that kind of school. You get right back to your table. Oh, great. Like that was going to help. Before they could be forced to sit back down at the table, I got up with my tray and walked away really fast. I could hear Miss G calling my name, but I pretended not to hear it and just kept walking to the other side of the cafeteria, behind the lunch counter. Sit with us, Jack. It was summer. She and August were sitting at their table, and they were both waving me over. Why I didn't sit with August on the first day of school. Okay, I'm a total hypocrite. I know. The very first day of school, I remember seeing August in the cafeteria. Everybody was looking at him, talking about him. Back then, no one was used to his face or even knew that he was coming to Breacher. So it was a total shock to a lot of people to see him on the first day of school. Most kids were even afraid to be near him. So when I saw him going into the cafeteria ahead of me, I knew he'd have no one to sit with, and I just couldn't bring myself to sit with him. I had been hanging out with him all morning long because we had so many classes together, and I guess I was just kind of wanting a little normal time to chill with the other kids. So when I saw him move to a table on the other side of the lunch counter, I purposely found a table far away from there as I could. I sat down with Isaiah and Luca, even though I had never met them before, and we talked about baseball the whole time. And I played basketball with them at recess. They became my lunch table from then on. I heard Summer had sat with August, which surprised me because I knew for a fact she wasn't one of those kids that Tushman had asked to be friends with Augie. So I knew she was doing it just to be nice, but that was pretty brave, I thought. So now I was sitting with Summer and August, and they were totally nice to me as always. I filled them in about what Charlotte told me, except for the whole big part about having snapped under pressure for being Augie's friend, or the part about Julian's mom saying that Augie had special needs, or the part about the school board. I guess all I really told them was how Julian had a holiday party and managed to turn the whole grade against me. It just feels so weird, I said, not to have people talking to me pretending you don't exist. Augie started to smile. You think? He said sarcastically. Welcome to my world. And that is where we're going to stop. I lied. I'll read one more because it kind of goes with it. Sides. So here are the official sides, said Summer at lunch the next day. She pulled out a folded piece of loose leaf paper and opened it. It had 3 columns of names. Jack's side, Julian's side, neutrals. Jack's side, Jack, August, Reed, Max G, Max W. Julian's side, Miles, Henry, Amos, Simon, Tristan, Pablo, Nino, Isaiah, Luca, Jake, Toland, Roman, Ben, Emmanuel, Zeke, Thomas. Neutrals, Malik, Remy, Jose, Leaf, Ram, Ivan, Russell. Where did you get that? Said Augie, looking over their shoulder as I read the list. Charlotte made it, explained Summer quickly. She gave it to me last period. She said she thought you should know who's on your side, Jack. Yeah, not many people, that's for sure. Reed is, she said, and also the 2 Maxes. Great. The nerds are on my side. Don't be mean, said Summer. I think Charlotte likes you, by the way. Yeah, I know. Are you going to ask her out? Are you kidding? I can't now. Everyone's acting like I have the plague. The second I said it, I realized I shouldn't have said it. There were these awkward moments of silence, and I looked at Augie. It's okay, he said. I knew about that. Sorry, dude, I said. I didn't know they called it the plague, though, he said. I figured it was more like the cheese touch or something. Oh, yeah, like the Diary of the Wimpy Kid, I nodded. The plague actually sounds cooler, he joked. Like someone was going to catch the Black Death of ugliness. As he said this, he put little air quotes around it. I think it's awful, said Summer, but Augie shrugged while taking a big sip of his juice box. Anyway, I'm not asking Charlotte out, I said. My mom thinks we're all too young to be dating anyway, she answered. What if Reed asked you out? I said. Would you go? I could tell she was surprised. No, she said. I was just asking, I laughed. She shook her head and smiled. Why? What do you know? Nothing. I'm just asking. I actually agree with my mom, she said. I do think we're too young to be dating. I mean, I just don't see what the rush is. Yeah, I agree, said August. Which is kind of a shame, you know, with all those babes who keep throwing themselves at me and stuff. He said this in such a funny way that the milk I was drinking came out of my nose when I laughed, which totally made us crack up. Okay, that is where we're actually going to stop for the day. So I hope you guys have a terrific Thursday and enjoy your nice long weekend, and I will see you guys back on here on Tuesday. So I hope you guys have a very awesome, long, refreshing, relaxing weekend. I'll have a fun weekend, but it will be definitely a lot of running around. My bridal shower is on Sunday, so I'm excited for that. I get to see my in-laws. They're coming from California, and I'm excited to see them. But definitely will be a very busy weekend for me, but I will be here and ready to go and refreshed for Tuesday for all of you guys. So I'll see you Tuesday. Bye.